Since the increase of inventory is something I've been talking a lot about lately, today in our weekly market update, I wanted to give you a little bit of perspective of where we are now compared to earlier parts of the year. So last week in our valley, we had 119 new listings hit the market. That was actually down 2% to the week prior. We had 100 accepted offers. That was down 15% to the week prior, and 87 closed sales, which was up 21% to the week prior. But 87 closed sales versus 100 pendings and 119 new listings, it does continue to reflect that increase of active inventory. So, for example, at the end of July, so as of today, with the search that I do, there are 1,401 homes for sale here in our valley. Well, July, the last day of July that I pulled the numbers, there were 1,161 homes for sale, which is a 21% increase from then to now, which is kind of like that peak part of the summer season, right? And then if we go all the way back to the end of January, we only had 838 homes for sale that day. That is a 60% increase from today, from January. That just shows you that the inventory levels have increased. And, a big part of that is the interest rates. Home prices have not declined overall. They've actually had a nice steady increase, but the interest rates haven't come down as quickly or as much as people have hoped. And so therefore, it doesn't mean that people aren't going to move. Of course, we move because it makes sense for us, but it has to make sense for us. So therefore, because our payments are a little bit higher, then we want to make sure that the home is dialed in. We want to make sure that the reserves that we have can stay in our savings as much as possible. We're not having to pour a bunch of money into the home before we even get into it. You get that nasty carpet that you do not want the baby crawling all over and having to replace it before you move in. So therefore, as a home seller, it's very important right now to really consider where the active inventory is and how you want to position yourself both price-wise and presentation. And then for buyers, I always say, hey, if you can buy a home right now in the fall and winter season, then absolutely do it, because you have fewer other buyers that you're in competition with, and it might be a position where that you will be able to leverage yourself well. So it's not that we're in a total buyer's market. We're not, because sellers are still in a good position. Homes that are priced right and dressed right are still getting multiple offers and selling over asking. It's not that the market is crashing. It's just that you have to be intelligent, both as a seller and as a buyer in this market, as in any market, but you really need to understand what market you're in so that you know how to work within it. If you want to know how to work within it for your personal situation, then let's talk. Shoot me a message or give me a call, and we'll talk about what works for you and help you win. We'll talk to you soon.